mean, him going into WrestleMania as the Universal Champion again is going to be a huge draw, especially if it's against Roman.
That is a good match. I just don't want to see the Fiend get squashed on to get that match. No.
I'm going to go for the Fiend, but it is nervy. It is, especially.
Yowie wowie. Fuck's sake, man. Welcome to my WWE Super Showdown reaction video. Yeah, it's just finished, literally like 5-10 minutes ago. It was on early here in the UK because it was on early in Saudi Arabia, the time zone. So, before I even... So as you can see, I'm pretty disappointed. I'm pretty gutted. I wonder why. Oh my god. So yeah, the show was not great. It's a Saudi show, you know. My expectations weren't high, but I thought, you know, since Crown Jewel last year was quite a good show. You never know, but this wasn't a great show. It had its little bits here and there, but for the most part, it was very forgettable. So I'm going to briefly glance over the rest. I've got 10 matches to talk about, but I'm going to briefly go over some of them. But my main talking point is going to be the main event, which, no, I don't want to get there yet. Okay, so pre-show we had a tag team match. OC beat the Viking Raiders in a 10-minute match. It was fine. Had some good spots. A bit surprising the OC won, but I guess, you know, they needed a win, didn't they, since they've been pushed quite badly lately. So yeah, fair enough. Give the OC a bit of a run. And yeah, fair enough, it was a solid tag team match to be on the kickoff show. And then we had the gauntlet match for the 2-8 trophy. AJ Styles, Andrade, Bobby Lashley, Eric Rowan, R-Truth. R-Truth and Bobby Lashley started. And R-Truth beat Lashley, and then he beat Andrade with a roll-up with weird pin. And then I think he beat Eric Rowan, so Eric Rowan got DQ'd. So yeah, R-Truth went through 3 people, so a bit of a run for R-Truth. Then AJ came out, he beat R-Truth, so AJ was the last one, waiting for Ray to come out, and then we saw Ray getting beat up backstage. Someone was like, okay, so who's going to be the last person? Undertaker. So AJ's like, who's going to face me? Who's going to face me? And then we see Luke Gallows and Carlson just beat up like that, and then we see a cloak walk past, and I was like, oh, a gong, and it's the Undertaker, and I'm trying to... This is cheer me up a bit, because this is like one of the few good things on the show. The Undertaker comes out, I was like, oh my god, so yeah, the rumours are true, we're getting Undertaker and AJ at WrestleMania. This is how they're going to set it up. So yeah, Undertaker comes out, he does a great big entrance, and he's going to be the last man in the gauntlet match. He's taking over from Ray, and he just chokeslams AJ, chokeslams him, 1, 2, 3. He wins with the chokeslam. That was it. Like, we had this big entrance for Undertaker, like 5 minutes, and he wins with a chokeslam. It's like, what? Oh, but yeah. And yeah, Undertaker wins. He wins the 2-8 trophy, because I'm sure Undertaker really cares about that, doesn't he? So yeah, and then he just walks back up the ramp, but he's staring at AJ, so I assume AJ's going to be on SmackDown going, hey, or Raw, hey, Taker, I want a match, how dare you? So yeah, we're going to set up the Phenom versus Phenomenal at WrestleMania, you know, which is a match I'm very much looking forward to, AJ and Undertaker. So yeah, this was probably one of the best things on the show, this spot right here, even though it was just one chokeslam, but whatever. Then on to the tag team match for the WWE SmackDown Tag Team Champions. Yes, the New Day defending their belts up against The Miz and John Morrison. And this was a fun 30-minute match. It had some good spots here and there. You know, all 4 guys were very evenly matched. You know, a lot of good chemistry. Obviously, they know each other so well. And I've forgotten how it ended, but Miz and Morrison won. They won the belts. I'm happy for them. I predicted they were going to win. I'm kind of bored. The New Day now is the whole shtick. They've been tag team champs plenty of times. And yeah, I'm happy for the Miz and John Morrison to give them a bit of a push. Hopefully they can have a good, lengthy reign with the SmackDown belts. And I'm happy for them. Because didn't they win them before? When John Morrison obviously was with WWE yonks ago. I'm sure they won them again, didn't they? So they were just the tag team belts. But yeah, it was a good match, and I'm happy that they won. And then we had just a singles match. Angel Garza up against Humberto Carrillo. It was only 9 minutes. The crowd were dead, because they probably didn't even know who either guy was. It was fine. I wasn't that bothered. I was on my phone checking it out, because they're just cruiserweight guys, aren't they? As much as I like Humberto Carrillo. It was fine. Angel Garza won with his finisher. I don't even know what. 9 minutes, whatever. Then we got a tag team match for the WWE Raw Tag Team Championships. Yes, we got Seth and Murphy defending their belts up against the Street Profits. in about 10.5 minute match, and it was fun. It was fun. I think the highlights were the tag team matches. They were fun. Street Profits are great. It's a very good tag team. And Seth and Murphy, they were obviously, we know that they're great together. And this was a fun little match, even though I liked the ending, basically, where Montez Ford, I think he hits an amazing splash, but and he already probably had Seth beat, but Murphy interrupts the pin. And then later on in the match, I think Seth hits a curb stomp on Dawkins, and then that allows Murphy to get the pin. So yeah, they retain. It was a dirty win, but they were going to retain. They've only won the belts recently, so yeah, good defence. And I like Seth Rollins and Murphy, so see where they can go next. And Street Profits, they're definitely going to have another shot at the tag title belts maybe later on this year. So yeah, very good. No bad things for them for a loss. And then we had a singles match. We had Mansoor going up against Dolph Ziggler. Of course, his always has a match at Saudi Arabia, doesn't he? This was fine. It was 9.5 minutes. Could have been a bit longer. Wasn't as good as Mansoor's match against Cesaro at the Saudi show last year, but it was fine. The crowd were fully more or less behind Mansoor, but I did hear a few boos, and maybe he wasn't fully liked. And Mansoor won. I've forgotten how he won. I can't even know how he won. I'm just dejected by the main event. But anyway, yeah, he won. And he got a big pop. And then he cut this big babyface promo to the whole crowd. Like, yeah. Like, we can do anything. Speaking. And I was just like, yeah, shut up. Come on, mate. Come on. But obviously he just got told to do that, didn't he? So, yeah. And then we had a singles match for the WWE Championship. Yes, we had Brock Lesnar defending his belt up against Ricochet. And this was 1 minute and 30 seconds. Poor Ricochet, man. He got squashed. Absolutely buried. And so did this guy. But I'll get onto that later. I mean, they cut this big video package before the match, like how Ricochet, he's the underdog, but yeah, why not me? You know, I could be the one to fix Drew at WrestleMania, yeah, and everyone's doubting me, but I'm going to beat Brock Lesnar, yeah, that's what I do, I'm Ricochet. And then I'm thinking, okay, maybe he could win, you never know. And then, no, he just gets squashed, a couple of suplexes, Brock hits 1 F5, done. That was it. Wow, they could have let Ricochet done a bit more, come on. I mean, 1 minute and 30 seconds, Jesus, that's got to be like Brock's shortest match in years, obviously apart from the Goldberg squash at Survivor Series a few years back, but 1 minute and 30 seconds, Jesus Christ, and poor Ricochet, man, he's been buried. How does he come back from this? I don't know, but yeah, Ken hell, man, poor Ricochet, but yeah, at least it makes Brock look like an absolute beast, like that he is, and makes him look like a big threat heading into WrestleMania where he's going to face Drew. Yeah. And then on to the steel cage match. Yes, we had Roman Reigns going up against King Corbin. And I really hope this is the end of their rivalry. It was a 13.5 minute match, and it was fine. I think this was probably one of the best matches of the night. I think even though it wasn't that great, I've definitely seen better steel cage matches. But yeah, there were a few spots with the cell, with the cage, and they were bouncing off each other. I liked Roman, how he had like the chain. King Corbin, he did his spots, obviously, and there was a few close falls, but in the end, Roman wins with the Superman punch with the chain around his fist, and boom, 1, 2, 3, just like that. It was fine. I've definitely seen better steel cage matches, but it was a fine match, you know, nothing special, but it was fine. And I just really hope this is the end of their feud now, and Roman can go on to face, Goldberg at WrestleMania for the Universal title. I'm getting there. I'm close now. But yeah, that was that. Okay. And then on to the second to last match, we had a singles match for the WWE SmackDown Women's Championship. Yes, we had Bayley defending her belt up against Naomi. Yes, a big occasion. The first ever women's title match in Saudi Arabia. Both Bayley and Naomi, they were both heavily dressed, obviously, because they can't show any skin, but it was fine, you know. Nothing special. There was a few bits here and there, but I feel like the crowd weren't that into it, really. They were just like, oh, yay, but the crowd went into it too much. And yeah, the finish was weird. Bayley just hits this sort of knee while Naomi's foot's cut in her t-shirt, and then she just whacks him with something, and then 1, 2, 3. It was very abrupt, the ending, and I was just like, really, that's it? Okay, I guess that's where they're going again. Bayley retains, and she's gonna go into WrestleMania as SmackDown Women's Champion. Maybe a rematch with Lacey Evans, or maybe Sasha. I don't know, but yeah, that was that. And then on to the main event. A singles match for the WWE Universal Championship. Yes, we had Goldberg going up against The Fiend, Bray Wyatt, for the Universal Championship. Right. Okay. So the match gets started. And The Fiend and Goldberg have a bit of a stare-off. And then Goldberg starts to hit spear after spear. But The Fiend gets up. He's like, nope. And he tries to hit the claw on Goldberg. It's like, oh my god, is he actually going to win with the claw? Goldberg get powers out of it. And The Fiend, and then Goldberg hits, I think, 2 more spears, and then The Fiend kicks out, and then The Fiend just stares at Goldberg like that, like, what? No, The Fiend's not going down. And he tries to hit another claw on Goldberg, but Goldberg powers out of it. Like, this claw that's put away Seth. It's put away Daniel Bryan. I think it put away a lot of legends on Raw. It's put away Finn. And Goldberg can power out of it twice. Like it's nothing. Okay, and and then what happens again? I can't even remember. Then Goldberg, I think he hits another spear. Then he hits a jackhammer, a pretty shit-looking jackhammer. He couldn't even get Bray the whole way up because Bray's quite a big guy, you know. So 1 jackhammer, 1, 2, 3, and that's it. Goldberg is the Universal Champion. He's now a 2-time Universal Champion. He's going to go to WrestleMania 36 as Universal Champion. The Fiend has been squashed. They have buried him. This is the Fiend's first loss. He was undefeated as this character, and they've handed him his first loss. No respect to Goldberg. Don't disrespect, I like Goldberg, but to a 53-year-old Goldberg who's well past his prime, they've ended one of the best... The Fiend is one of the best characters they've had in years. It was great. I was all above the hype train for Bray Wyatt and the Fiend's character, how great he was, you know, putting away Finn Balor, putting his alright feud with Seth Rollins, his good feud with Daniel Bryan, The Miz at TLC, you know, I was really on board. He's going to go to WrestleMania as Universal Champion, maybe face Roman or maybe face John Cena, and they've done this. They've had him lose in like two or three minutes to Goldberg, just so Goldberg can go to WrestleMania and face Roman for the Universal title, and I am so disappointed. I am so gutted right now, and I'm fucking pissed off. Like so many other people, I've already seen the reactions online, and they're not good. So many people are pissed off. Like I've seen so many angry faces. There's going to be so many down votes right now on the videos when they look at this match, and poor Goldberg, he is going to get booed tomorrow on SmackDown. I guarantee it. He's going to get booed. He's going to get booed so bad. Oh, I feel so bad for Bray Wyatt. This was such a good character. I loved The Fiend, and they've handed him his first loss. His first loss on a Saudi show. It could have been a big moment at WrestleMania against Roman. I would have rather had Roman beat him at WrestleMania than this. Man, I'm so gutted right now. So we're going to get Roman and Goldberg at WrestleMania, spear versus spear, and I'm so pissed off. And I'm probably going to get John Cena and The Fiend at WrestleMania, but I don't even care now, because what's the point? The Fiend hasn't got the Universal belt anymore, so what's the story? What's the feud? There isn't one. And if John Cena does beat The Fiend at WrestleMania, then The Fiend is buried completely. And then after the match, when Goldberg celebrating with the Universal title, The Fiend stood up, like looking at Goldberg, looking pissed off, and then boom, he just vanishes. So what was that meant to achieve? Nothing. He's lost now. You've buried him. Oh, God, man. I get, well, this is a short-term booking decision just because Goldberg is popular. He's a big draw. He's a big attraction. I get that. He's a big legend. It's going to be a big money match, him versus Roman at WrestleMania. I get that. But you've completely buried The Fiend just to get this match. This might be one of the worst booking decisions I've ever seen in WWE. It's up there. I can't think of much more. Now I know how all the Kevin Owens fans felt at Fastlane 3 years ago when he squashed KO and went into WrestleMania 33 as Universal Champion. This is the exact same, but 3 years later. Oh, man. What? And Goldberg's only going to have the belt for a month. We all know Roman's going to beat him at WrestleMania. So, I'm gutted, guys. I'm so devastated. This is how they've chosen to end The Fiend's Universal title reign, and I can't wait for the backlash right now. There's going to be so many angry rant videos. There's going to be so many pissed off fans, and I really hope the fans show your displeasure tomorrow on SmackDown. And I like Goldberg. I love Goldberg. I've got two Goldberg t-shirts. I like him, but this was not the right booking decision, and I'm so pissed off they've gone this way. That's that. And now my excitement for WrestleMania has gone down quite a bit. Oh man. So anyway, guys, that was Super Showdown. Wasn't a great show, but surprise, surprise, it's a Saudi show. They're never that good. So, what were your thoughts on the show? What were your thoughts on them burying Ricochet? On them more or less burying the Fiend? Yeah, guys, what were your thoughts? And I'll be back in a few days probably with Callum for my Elimination Chamber prediction video, because it's next Sunday, isn't it? But who even cares? We all know Shayna Baszler's winning, and we all know Roman's going to win, so why even have it, honestly? So yeah, guys, thanks for watching, and let me in.